Well, today we've got on Guimaras Island, we've got the Mango Festival. It's the annual Mango Festival. It's supposed to be the sweetest mangoes in the Philippines come from Guimaras Island. I was here last year about the same time, but we didn't participate in the festival. And so I'm going to head across there today. And let me show you something in the background here. For those of you that are thinking about having some motor transportation, a motorcycle, and you want to do a little bit of island hopping, you've got to get your motorcycle across that body of water and over to your island, and this one being Guimaras Island. And I'm going to show you how that's done here without having to get a big old row boat. And I've never been one to profess I could walk across water, much less ride a motorcycle, so we're going to have to do it the conventional way, and I'm fixing to show you how to do that this morning. Well, I'm here. I'm at the Pumpboat station here in Iloilo, out near the point, right across from Guimaras Island. And I'm going to try to pick up a boat here and see if I can get this motorcycle on one of these pump boats. We've got a boat here. Looks like it's got an area on the bow where we can get it on the bow. If they're going to do it. We're sitting here at a high tide, so it may be too high to get the boat in there. It's a little crowded here. A lot of people are coming over for the Mango Festival. See if I can get somebody who's going to be able to get my boat on there. Here's another one coming in. So I might get it on that one down there. That one there looks like it's going to accommodate my motorcycle a little better because it's closer to the pier. They'll have to do a little bit of lifting up on it, but we can get it on there. And this one here is leaving. Having a lot of fun. So we're going to see if we can get on this Coupe Express number 9 over here. All right, let me see about getting a ticket and getting across. How you guys doing? Okay, they're off with the motorcycle. They're off with the motorcycle here, and they're going to be loading it onto the bow of this boat here. It's awful high, but they've got this what they call Philippine power here. They're determined. They're going to get it on the bow of that boat. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 men to get that thing up there. All right. Under the watchful supervision of the Coast Guard here. Oh, they made it. We didn't drop it in the water this time. Well, we're all loaded up here, so I'm gonna pay my dues and get on board. It's 14 pesos at the ticket counter to get on board, and then it's another 60 pesos for the motorcycle. They're strapping it down so we can go. They're having a little difficulty with it. I smell some gasoline. We lost a little gasoline, but they're wrestling it right now, trying to get it in place. They couldn't get it secured a minute ago, so we're going to have to move it around here. Looks like you got a full boat, about a half a boat right now. Can we hang that? All right.
Okay, thank you.
What about 40 pesos? Need some change?
No, 5.
Huh? Let me get some change.
Okay.
There's the captain.
Okay.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Well, we're securing it down. We're getting crowded. I gotta get out of the way. Well, the captain's got the boat fired up. They're undoing the lines now. We're fixing to depart. I don't know how much you can see here. but he's ready at the helm and the stern. It's normally about a 15-minute water trip, maybe a 20-minute to get across. It's pretty short. So the time you arrive to the time you get your party off, it's 30-45 minutes. And it's an easy trip across. And same thing on the way back, of course, depending on the crowds. No steering wheels on these boats. It's the old typical propeller, rudder system. I haven't seen a steering wheel system on these. And they pull some strings to change gears on the boats. It's kind of interesting. And then the bilge pumps, they don't have electric bilge pumps on the float switches. They got a little manual pump that they make out of a couple of pieces of PVC. They just suck the boat out of the water out of the bottom of the boat. But we're underway now. The chocolate. They love the chocolate. They seem to put chocolate wherever, all the different places it doesn't belong. As we pull out, the blue marlin's pulling up. They're pulling up their anchor. They're backing out. And they're going to take the spot of this one. Got low PM diesels, low RPM diesels in here with large propellers. It's pushing a heavy boat this size. This boat's pretty heavy with all the wood on it. No glass, no thin metal, it's just all solid wood. Coming across the Guimaras, Iloilo Strait, you get a lot of boats that park out here, anchor out between the islands while they find a place to load or unload at the port of Iloilo. And a couple of years ago, maybe early last year, they had a boat out here at anchor, and they dropped their anchor and dropped right into an electrical line that feeds between Guimaras Island and Iloilo in the background there. Severed the cable, so they went through months and months of low power and no power until they were able to get the cable fixed. But they do have some wind power on Guimaras. They've got some wind farms that are producing quite a bit of electricity, and they got plans for more. But they got the power restored, the cable's repaired, and so they got power now. So they still experience a lot of brownouts on Guimaras, but not near as bad as it used to be. We're coming into a port here called Jordan Port. When you leave the ports over here at Iloilo, we've got two different ports that you go out of in Iloilo, and the one that and they both go in at Jordan Point. They call it Buena Vista here, a good view, but that's Jordan Point. Now Jordan Point's going to have its own festival, Mango Festival, here in the next few weeks, or a few days. They stagger them out. They used to have the festival all in one day, but to be a bigger event, they set up the different zones in the different cities, and they're doing the Mango Festival, spread it out over a period of time, probably to attract tourists and make it more available for those that weren't able to make the single day event. But we're coming into Jordan Point now on Guimaras Island. Well, we've arrived. Buena Vista on the end of the building there. And we're at high tide. I think I would rather unload the motorcycle at high tide than low tide. You got less chance of losing it. Well, we've made it all right. You can see where he's got to ease it in here because of the outriggers on the other boat. We got one on the other side going over, and his outriggers are over the top of these two. That's what you call close navigating. All right, looks like everybody's going to get out and cut it off and get a picture of it. Unload the motorcycle. Well, we've got about a 4-foot drop, about a meter and a half drop here. You got to remember, I got to start talking in meters and not feet. Hello. See if we can get this off of here without a calamity. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them on here this time. Maybe somebody else will grab a hold. Looky there, almost on the ground. All right, now we can go tour the island. Thank you, man. All right, just to add a little twist to our journey here, I've got all these guys here. They've all been real helpful. They were real helpful. They got the motorcycle off. And then we run into a little problem. John, Captain. Well, what happened is that they wanted to pay the boat. The boat captain needed to get paid. And I'd already paid. I shelled out 100 peso on the other side to pay the captain, and it was a porter. Is that right, a porter? Okay, well the porter took the money. The porter took the money, and he kept the money. He stole the money. And the captain said I could go ahead and go on without paying him because he knows that I've already paid the money once. But I'm going to go ahead and give him some money anyway. And I hope that when he goes back across, he's going to be able to run that porter down and get his money back because I've already paid him. These guys have all been great. They got the motorcycle unloaded okay. Got a bunch of onlookers here. Everybody's real friendly. Everybody's been great. So I'm going to give him a little tip here. You know, I'm going to give him some money, give him 50 pesos, and hopefully he can get his money when he gets back across. Okay? Okay, thank you, man. And now maybe we can tour Guimaras Island. Let me pay the man, and I'll go ahead and move on.